Hello, my people. Another day alive for me here. Making the impossible possible. Two Colombians in the Philippines. I'm here with my beautiful guest, Mitch Gomez. She is a full box of surprises. You'll get to see it throughout the chat. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super happy. I'm super glad to be here. And of course, I'm super glad because I have a fellow Colombian here. I was telling my mom this morning, I'm going to have at least, he's a Colombian. And I'm like, oh, you should send me a photo.
Yeah. Definitely moms are huge in our culture.
Yeah.
And I do it, everything. Like, people won't even believe my business decisions, everything. And mom, dad. And sometimes it's a very irrational advice because I tell everybody, my mom loves me so much that she thinks I'm tall. So, no, but it's true. Like, moms, I told my mom, once I left home and everything, I tell them, Mom, I know you love me so much, but you lied to me so much that I had a high expectation when I went, like, to get a girlfriend or anything, because every time you told me I was the most beautiful, the smartest, I go out to the world and hey, maybe I'm not the most beautiful. There you go. But here in Another Day Alive, the reason I started this podcast, Mitch, is I love to share experiences for people to hear that, because people get to visualize you as you have your career and they get to see your Instagram, right? It's no sad pictures on Instagram.
Never.
So they say, such a beautiful life, but they don't know that everybody has problems. It's just how you face them, you move forward. So this is about giving back to everybody and seeing what we can do. Here, as you guys know it, the recommendation for this podcast is Think Again, Adam Grant. He's a psychologist from Wharton. This book is, in essence, how you learn from everything that happens to you. And it relates a lot to my guest today here, and how you unlearn certain things to be successful in life, because sometimes the things that life taught you put certain blockers in your life and you cannot move forward. So here we are. Let's hear about you. What do you have to tell my people?
Well, hi, I'm Colombian. That's my whole personality here in the Philippines. Everyone knows the Colombian, and then that's me. I made sure that everyone knows that I'm Colombian, and I repeat it like every 15 minutes that I talk. I am really, really proud of being Colombian. And I got here actually representing my country. One of the best and most biggest honors that I've had in my life is to call myself Colombia in a pageant. And then I was 24, I was very young. And so starting that decision was pretty...
Still very young, my people. She's just bragging about it.
When I was younger.
There you go.
Then, that was a very, let's do it, why not, decision. And then I end up here. And then I end up winning one of the crowns of the pageant. And then I was supposed to come back only for 3 months. And then 6 years after, I'm still here in the Philippines.
6 years after.
Yeah.
I've been here a year and a couple months, and my respect, the cultural change, adapting, missing your people. Colombians, we are from a total different culture. And once you have your friends, I mean, I believe that the infant friends that you make in Colombia, they're forever.
Forever.
So they're the people that you miss the most. And unfortunately, when you move across the world, distance takes a toll on those relationships, and it's something you miss daily. But 6 years, wow. And you took one of the crowns.
Yes.
And this is the most active promoter of Colombia, she stated. When I moved here, this was one of the people on Instagram that I said, it's possible. She's Colombian, she's happy, she's getting things done. And believe it or not, empanadas got me to Mitch.
Yeah.
She was promoting the empanadas. The first time I got them, like 6 months in, I cry, and I owe you that happiness. And also the extra pounds.
I mean, there's nothing you can do when you haven't eaten empanadas for that long. Like, then you
No. I remember that they were asking me, "Are you serious? Is this a serious order?" Because I ordered over 30 empanadas, and then the driver went pick them up. And that day, I think it was my record empanadas. I had like over 15 empanadas, 18 empanadas.
My record has been 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But which one you like, chicken or beef?
Chicken more. beef.
Hey, I'm guilty. um, Back to my people. What we do on this channel is, like I said, we talk a lot about how normal, because the social media stuff is not normal, right? So everybody shows their best angle at the gym, their reality. But that's one of the things I love about you. Being a beauty queen, you have not fall under that vicious circle of showing your best. You show real stuff. Like, I was so amazed that you had this little scar
Yeah.
and you did the entire process online. How you were taking care of it, teaching people how to focus on what's real and what really adds value, not Chanel bags, this, whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm I think one of the things that I'm learning to be more proud about myself is it's that how real I am. And then that I think that's what has brought me where I am. That I've never tried to portray myself as someone that I'm not. And then as someone that it's in social media also, I'm a very active user of social media. I fall into the trap of wanting what I see through the screen.
Okay.
Like I fell into the trap, so I wanted this life until this life was so unattainable for me at some point that it was hurting me, my mental health, my overall health, everything. And I was like, you know what? Like I'm not gonna try to portray to be this perfect person that I'm not. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, of course, I'm not gonna go in front of the camera and say like, "Oh my God, I'm so sad," and stuff. But I try to make it like, you know, like I get sick, I have pimples. Though I'm a model, I'm a beauty queen. Like my job is to be pretty and to be presentable and all these things. People has to understand that we are models and beauty queen just a couple of hours a day, and we get paid for it. But the other, let's say 20 hours of the day, we are humans.
But one of the things that I admire, I love it because a lot of people repeat that speech, but don't execute on it,
Yeah.
right? So you get to see the parallel of it. But I mean, through your social media, you promote the empanadas, and it's out of your heart. It's not like you're gonna get paid in empanadas for it, right?
They didn't pay.
No, what I'm saying is, you like impacting people in a positive way.
Yeah.
And not everything it's the vicious circle that, now forgive me if I'm stereotyping beauty queens, but it's just a tough circle, right?
Yeah.
That is just image.
Yeah.
But you're not only the realest person that I seen on that environment, but nobody sees how difficult it is to be far away from home, different culture, different food. Well, you were blessed. I love the engagement video. I almost cried, even though you said no.
Come on, it's a reaction. Like, I was surprised. I was shocked.
It was a positive no. I'll give you that. But to me, I think the fact that you have been able to balance that encourages others to see it. Like I tell my audience all the time, I suffer of depression, and like we were talking earlier before we started, getting to know people like you guys, like other people that I see that it's real, you feel not only encouraged that, okay, my bad Cisco, my darkness Cisco, when he comes in, it's just a process for you to calibrate where I'm at. How is it that I'm moving forward? Obviously, it helps a lot to learn that everything in excess it generates trouble. So I'm a big drinker. Everybody that knows me knows this, but I know that it comes with a consequence, right? So I enjoy the night, I party all night, but the day after is when nobody sees. Like, can't get out of bed, I'm completely drowned. So dragging myself out of the bed, getting into the gym and moving forward. But then it's videos like what you post daily. It was not gonna happen, but it happened.
Yeah.
It really, how do you get the energy? Because I love that you're so simple, so real, but your mental discipline is out of this world.
All right. To answer that question, I will have to say, like, I'm a completely honest person about like my mental health and the things that I've struggled. And I think I'm a psychologist also. I graduated this year.
Look at this.
I'm a psychologist also. So I've been pretty much aware of like mental health and how important it is to take care of it. But you don't know really how important it is to take care of your mental health until you really have to. Like until those demons inside of you and dark side of you, it's taking over your life and like, it's disrupting every single thing in your life. So before, I was a pretty normal Colombian 27-year-old living my life in another country. It was the first time that I moved out. So I was literally living my life.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I was missing home every now and then, but like I was happy that I like
Yeah. The whole contrast of
and that
I'm
I was
out.
yeah, and I'm not living with my mom anymore. I'm an only child, so I always had my mom like there, and then I was here alone. I can do whatever I want.
For the audience, nobody understands what this is. Colombian mothers are security guards.
Yeah.
They are a prevention system. Like Colombian mother will tell you before you leave the house, you might get robbed, raped,
everything.
killed, sick, and you're going for dinner.
Yeah.
So
And, like,
they're very protective.
in Colombia, I had my mom messaging me like I got her to not call me anymore until I was 23. After 23, she would message me every 30 minutes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yama, don't worry, I'm here." And if I don't answer here, she will start calling me, calling my friends. I will have to
They'll
leave
freak
her.
out.
And mind you, I left home at 25.
Wow.
So she still does all of these things. So I was here.
But for you, for her, you were never 25. You were 12.
Yeah, I'm still 12. I'm still 12. When I was here, she was like, "Be careful." I'm pretty sure she told me to send me the photo because she want to know who you are. But she also want to know that I'm safe. That I got here safe.
We got her safe.
But going back,
Yeah.
so I was doing that, and I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of decisions that I'm not proud about. Like I got here and I was supposed to be working, and then instead of focusing on what I was supposed to be doing, I just decided that I was gonna party and go all out, and like that's all I do. And then I lost a lot of opportunities in that time because I wasn't making the right decisions. But I don't blame me anymore
Here you go.
because it's what I was. I did the best that I.
It's a learning process.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, and parents don't understand this, but when you're so protected, it generates so many empty spaces inside you that once you step out to the world,
Yeah.
it's a all you can eat buffet
Yeah.
of party, wrong friends, people that is just there. And I tell this all the time, my audience knows it. Surround yourself with people of value, but not valuable to the moment, because at good times,
Everyone is valuable.
when you won the crown, everybody we won.
And that's why I was having so much people around me because I was newly crowned. I just passed my crown. I still have all this hype, and everyone wanted to be around this pretty girl, you know. And I was enjoying it. Like we're humans, we enjoy people telling us that we're pretty and that we're fun. I mean, Colombians were fun.
Very fun.
And then, of course, I was the life of the party everywhere I go.
Well, this Colombian is above that.
And so, because of that, like, I wasn't just following the track that I was supposed to be doing. You know, in modeling, we have to have certain size. Sadly, still we have to have certain size and we have to look this way or that way. It's our job. It's part of the job. It's changing a bit, but it's still part of the job. So during that time, I was drinking a lot. I gained a lot of weight. I was not working out. I was not looking for opportunities here. And so, one of a sudden, like, I felt that I hit rock bottom. And I was like, enough is enough. I don't want to live this life anymore. I came here for a reason. And then, I just don't want to go back home thinking that I didn't make it. Like, you know, that was my mentality. Like, I don't want to go back home and say, like, I went to the Philippines just to party. Like, I didn't make a single penny or whatever.
No, I got you, but I think you're too tough on yourself, and I guess that's where the tough discipline comes in. If we look at the facts, most people to get that level of attention end up pregnant, drug habits, or whatever it is. You never took that route. It was a process, lesson learned, and you stopped. One of my idols is Mike Tyson. A little Mike. He states that you have to hit rock bottom to find the truth of who you are and stepping up from it.
100%. And for me, it was a huge, long process because I like imagine you're hitting rock bottom and then you know that you're there. Like you're down then downer. And then I went up a bit and I thought that I was gaining control of my life. And then I got a job that was paying me well enough that I was able to send my mom to another country, like her first international trip. Like I was able to do these things.
Yeah, don't tell me you're that sweet.
Yeah.
Where did she go?
She went to Brazil. Like,
Oh, nice.
I come from a very humble house, very normal Colombian house. And then my mom's a teacher and it's just the two of us. So growing up, it was, tough. And so here, when I got here and I got that job that I was like, Ma, it's your 50th. I have to give you something. Like, and she was like, well, I want to go to Brazil to visit like our cousin. I'm like, okay, Ma. Ma, you're going to Brazil this date, that, blah, 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 blah.
So Mitch Gomez, be a good kid. Love your parents and do things like that. Because I'm pretty sure, and if she's a Colombian mom, every coffee she has, she mentions, my daughter sent me to Brazil.
Yeah. She still cannot believe that I was able to do that. And then, like, I was, like, I felt that I was gaining control of my life. I was losing weight. I was happy that I was,
Okay, so you were back on track?
I was back on track. Like, I started to have this love again for, like, working out. But
Here's the but, guys.
there is a but. Like, it's not as easy as it sounds. I was just simply getting deep into my eating disorder.
Oh, okay.
It went too much. It passed the threshold of being healthy.
So you hit rock bottom through superficial stuff,
Yes.
party, distraction, anything else. Then you said, hey, how do I cut it? It's a very drastic personality.
Yes.
And as you get moving, then your own discipline to trying to get out of rock bottom was taking you to another bad place.
Yes. I've always struggled with some kind of eating disorders. I always knew that there was something wrong in the way that I eat and like I relate with my body and food. But it was never as bad as it was at that point. Like I was so focused, as you say. I was so focused. I wanted so much to not be the person that I was in 2018
Yeah.
that I took it overboard. Like I wouldn't go out with my friends. I wouldn't see them for their birthdays because I knew that they were gonna party, they were gonna drink, they were gonna be eating
Drastic.
things that I was not allowing myself to
So you
eat.
isolate completely.
So isolate myself completely. In that moment, I was starting to date my fiance now, and it's a good thing that we were both there. Like he was also in that stage of his life where he was getting out of
lifting
his
up.
bottom also, and then, but I took it to the extreme, and then I lost the job that I
You were
had.
doing so good.
That I was doing so good, and then I hit like a depression as I've never before. I remember a month. I would just take a shower because I live with a boy. I was living with my boyfriend, and then I would just take a shower because I know that he will come home and like
Yeah.
I don't wanna like smell bad or whatever, but this is so bad. But I will drink like antihistamines throughout the day just to put myself to sleep throughout the whole day. I will wake up in the morning. I will still be working out. But I will still be feeling like shit.
Yeah, literally. Again, you're very drastic
I am.
to the point that you found a way to continue your life without living it.
Yes.
Okay,
And
let's get on the elevator. Tell us how you got out of
And
that.
then one thing about me is that I'm very aware of myself and my emotions, and maybe because I'm a psychologist. Like
Yeah.
I know when something is not normal anymore. Like I give my career that. Like I can identify when something is not good anymore and like it's getting out of control. Not everyone has that awareness and power
No,
to
most
say,
people go through stages where you hear it from the ones that love you. Then you start seeing other people judging you about it.
yeah.
You go in denial because you want to justify your behavior. Then it's a drastic consequence.
Yeah.
But you don't have to get to drastic because you start to see it before. But I believe that's harder
It is.
because you
being
truly know
self-aware.
You put yourself there and you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And so again, this depression, this really, really bad depression. And then until one day I say like, I have no job. The first year of that first part of the year, I said like, I don't want to do modeling anymore. It's not a stable job, blah, 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 blah. Of these things that you say when you're in a high of earning a stable money, which doesn't happen in modeling. It's not that easy. Being
It's
a
by
model is not
seasons,
that easy.
right?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to be a model anymore. And then I was in this depression until one day I was like, I watched a TED talk of a model saying like, your looks are not everything. Anyways, I saw that TED talk of this model and I was like, you know what? I can do this.
Wow.
And then I lift myself. I was like, instead of putting myself like, oh, I don't have new photos, I don't have no new portfolio, I don't have money to, I was like, I'm gonna do the best that I can with what I have. So I gather all of my old photos, all my pageant photos, and I was like, I'm gonna look every single agency in this city, and I'm gonna send them my photos, and I'll see what happens.
On your own.
On my own.
So literally you went from seeing a situation, because it happens out there, and I think this is very valuable. You said, I'm not going to be a victim of my reality. I'm going to take ownership and do something. Because at the end of the day, life, and I tell this to everybody out there, it's about execution. I know when we talk about the hustles, making money, everything else is, you are 10 times closer once you take a step.
It's the only way that you will,
Instead of
make
thinking.
things happen.
Yeah. But wow. And I seen your work. You're everywhere here.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, I don't know. That's why I was telling you a while ago we were talking. Like, I don't know if I'm a brave person or sometimes I'm a stupid person. Because sometimes I just jump into things that I don't know if it's gonna work, but I will do it. Because I've been hit in my life so many times. I grieve for a while, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna let this happen. Like, my mom didn't raise a weak woman. Because she was a strong woman. Like, I learned from her. Like, as you can see, my mom is like my role model. I love her with all of my heart.
Props to the mom.
And I was like, if my mom was able to give me the best life that she could, why, by herself, with a teacher's salary, why am I not gonna be able to give myself and my mom the life that I can with a model salary?
But I think that's what she taught you, courage.
Yeah, courage. Like, and my mom always told me like the only way is forward.
Wow.
That was like her, like, how would you say it in English? Like, pa atrás y pa coger impulso.
Okay. I think the only way is forward.
It's the only way is forward. Like, there's no other way. Like, you cannot go back. There's nothing you can do in the past.
Yeah, even if it's to think that if you go back and you're gonna gain strength to move forward, no, just move forward. I completely agree with you. What's the secret? Is it having a good relationship? Is it the education of your mom? Is it a mix of many things? Because it's 6 years in, you're very successful, you're very happy, you're very funny, and not only that, you're building a life that is worth to be an example for everybody. So I don't think that you're just a model, but what else is coming from you? Is it anything that you're looking forward to get done?
Definitely. I think I'm already closing, well, not closing, but I'm stepping forward in my modeling career.
Okay.
So of course I'm gonna be in front of the camera as long as I can, and I can make money out of it. Because let's be honest, I'm a model. I'm still a model because you earn well. But I'm in a point in my career where I want to like give back. Because also how I started modeling, it's another full story. I always wanted to be a model, but my mom never was able financially to pay me a school or put me in like a situation of me.
Because it is expensive, right?
It is expensive. And then when I thought like, well, it's never gonna happen. I was already 18, to be a model, you have to start like super early. I was already 18, and then I just met someone, an angel. I call her my angel. She had a lot of money, and then one night we were drinking, and then in a party in El Peñon.
Nice.
And she was like, Mitch, you have you have potential. I'm gonna pay you the school for like in stock models.
Nice.
And then the next day she called me to her room and she was like, I already pay it, you just have to pick up. And I was like,
What?
no way. And then from there on, like everything that happened in my life is because I had that opportunity by someone that barely knows me. Like she believed in me. So
So you want to start creating those sort of moments for people.
yes, I want to give back somehow everything that I've learned. Because everything that I've done in my life, like I don't know if I'm blessed, if God, the universe,
It's action. You take action.
but so many amazing things have been given to me.
Wow.
The pageant, the preparation, all of that, it's expensive. And I was not like, again, this is not like I'm not pitying myself and where I come from. I'm proud of where I come from. And
We all are. Coming from the bottom.
from the bottom.
Now we're here. But literally,
Yes.
it was in Colombia, I think a lot of people will relate to it. Parents are miracle workers.
Yeah.
With a bare minimum,
I don't know how my mom did it.
I have no idea. Like today, being a grown up, I am just by definition because I'm still crazy.
Same.
But,
Same.
but I have no idea because I look at the amount of money they make back then, and I say, look, I'm a family. We're a family of 5: mom, dad, and my 2 brothers, my brother and sister. And school is expensive in
Yeah.
Colombia, transportation, books, and then you're like, we
How?
still have time to go to Sasaima, Villeta,
Sí.
on, and they would never. I never heard it's no money.
Yeah, never. I always had like my vacation. I always had my like la ropa estrenar en diciembre. In
Yeah.
Colombia, we get
Yeah,
new clothes
we get the new clothes on
on
Christmas.
Christmas. Like I always had that from my mom. And I don't know. I think I'm a grateful person, and I think that's one of the secrets. Being grateful, it's a great tool to move forward. And because I'm grateful with that person that helped me and all of the people that I met throughout the way and all of the things that I've learned in like 13 years of career that I have in modeling. Now what I want to start doing is teaching. Like I think
Okay.
that's the end point of all. Like I want to
Good.
start
Full circle. Mom, teaching.
yeah, I want to start giving back that knowledge that I've had throughout my modeling career, and I also want to incorporate a bit of like a mental health component to that part because I think that that's one of the key parts in you being a successful person. You cannot make money, you cannot hustle, you cannot do anything if you don't take care of yourself first. And taking care of yourself doesn't mean only drinking your vitamins and going to the gym. It's also taking care of your emotions and the
Being
things
honest
that
with yourself.
and things that are happening exactly. So I think that's my moving forward and
Hey,
my idea.
We need it. I know I do. So, by when can we expect book, app, anything? No, the reason I'm saying this is me personally. I've done a lot in life. The ones that know me know. Come from a poor beginning. I moved to the U.S. as an immigrant. I didn't speak English. Found my way. I had the beautiful career that I'm having within BPO, but I also do other investments and everything else. But I think you said it. I was trying to fill empty spaces because I never accepted that I was not happy, that I had a problem.
Mm.
And that affected probably a lot of my personal relationships because it's nothing worse than being in bed, someone next to you, and you're uncomfortable with yourself. Not even with the person that's next to you, with yourself. And your temper changes.
Everything.
You become a person that nobody wants to be around because you're criticizing, you're judging. And it's hard to balance because what people consider that is good in life, money or jobs, or you're winning. But every day you wake up a loser.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell everybody that the hardest thing for me moving here to the Philippines is every night going to bed and missing my house. That is tough. Thank God I got to meet you. I got to meet It's all the Colombians. I get like, phenomenal people in the Philippines. Do not get me wrong. This is an amazing country. The people are absolutely beautiful. As a matter of fact, Colombians, we are fun. We're amazing people. But Filipinos are just kind to a whole different level.
Yes.
To a whole different level that to me, I say that I'm an a-hole because it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You can get 30 good mornings from strangers.
Funny story. Wait lang. Parenthesis. I've been here, like I was here 5 years straight.
Yeah.
So I got used to the 30 good mornings.
Yeah.
And like everywhere I go, good morning, ma'am. And then to the waitress, thank you po. And like all of these things. And then I went back to Colombia last year. Everyone was looking at me like crazy because I'm saying hi to all of the guards. I'm saying muchas gracias to all of the waiters. And I was like,
What's wrong with you?
Filipinos are like a higher up level. And again, I feel you because I also like feel the Philippines is a great place and I've met amazing people here, but I miss home every day. And then I think that's the hardest part. Though I found love and I have a great career here and have all of these opportunities.
You can't deny your roots.
And I've never felt more Colombian.
It's funny because
I got here.
In Colombia, you neglect Colombia so much.
People doesn't know how amazing we are.
You have no idea what Villa de Leyva is.
Oh my God!
Until you're away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what a jugo de lulo, like a fruit juice is, until you're far away from it. You don't know what it's waking up and having the options of eating a different fruit every day until you don't have it anymore.
And it's the other stuff. I mean, it's Colombians don't stop partying.
Yeah, we don't.
So it's a pre-party, party,
After
party, breakfast
party.
Then let's do something. And it's hilarious because those things, you don't find them. I lived in many parts of the world and you don't miss home until you're not at home.
Yes.
But going back on track, I definitely want to go ahead and thank you for being with us today.
Of course.
Everybody, another chapter. You got questions, comments, don't forget to subscribe. Please follow her. You'll have the description for her social media on it. Future projects coming out. We got something valuable on it. So, anything for my audience?
What can I say? Okay, I do want to say a couple of things.
Shoot.
Okay, first, never stop dreaming and never let anyone to stop you from dreaming big. Never. Like, you know, like how this Gen Z say, staying the Lulu is the Solulu. Pray by that. Like, it's never too big. And if it's not scaring you, you're not dreaming big enough. And in order to accomplish those dreams, you just have to keep on working hard. Like, work on it every day. Every day, your 100% is not going to look the same, but try to make sure that you give at least something to that dream. Like, know where you're walking and then take little steps every day to go there. It might take you 1 month, it might take you 1 year, it might take you 10 years, but if you want it that much, you will get there. And 3, don't forget to take care of your mental health. Do small things that give you joy, that provide you happiness, that build up your relationships, because your relationships are your like your support system to keep you moving forward, to be able to achieve all of your dreams. And with dreams comes living a comfortable life, traveling, money, and all of these amazing things. But I think that everything comes from within, so you can enjoy the outside.
Well, you heard it from Mitch. It starts from the inside. But I think Kobe Bryant will be extremely proud. If you guys have watched the previous episodes, I'm a big fan. Mamba mentality is what you just mentioned. It don't matter where you at, how talented you are. It's just one more. Add one more and move forward. Create that discipline. Obviously, surround yourself with good people.
Very important.
And don't be blinded by the fake stuff that you think is what's good, because at the end of the day, you have to face yourself in the mirror and move forward. So thank you for being with us. I love it.
Yeah.
We'll have to do another one just to go ahead and see what we get from the audience in your future projects.
Yeah.
Definitely want to endorse it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you, my people. Another day live for me. Another one on the mic with Cisco. Hit me on the comments, hit subscribe, and share it.